Let's see if maybe Pam is friendly. Maybe thinks we're one of the important people. Just in case, let's save first.
To the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
Legacy Operations Analytics? Never heard of it.
According to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics Department is located on sublevel floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell.
Ah, warm bodies. Perception. So it only existed to meet some minimum personal requirement.
We value each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate any negative feelings that are getting in the way of your work. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today?
What's with all the bodies?
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
Huh. How can I recharge you?
Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery and PAM's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another automechanical and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time.
Can you override that behavior?
PAM is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of PAM's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or traumas sustained after altering PAM's behaviors. See manual for details. How can I increase your productivity today?
Tell me about this facility.
The Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrenatime. You are now in the lobby. The floors above you are the offices, the manufactory, and the Adrenatime synthesizer. The floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your productivity today?
I need a boost to my productivity. How about some motivation?
Don't forget to add an exclamation point and a smiley face to your company messages. That's how we know you're having fun.
So you're productivity automechanical.
PAM helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. When you're managed by PAM, your workday gets unjammed.
How do you keep people more productive?
Feeling down? PAM is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages, each designed to make you feel like an important member of the Spacer's Choice family. Schedule slipping? Not to worry. Pam tracks all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam. How can I increase your productivity today?
Okay. So didn't we have a firefly? I guess if we had taken the firefly power cell from the other ship, but I guess we didn't. I guess that was something we could have on the tossball players. Well, I guess we can't get Pam unless... I guess we could bring Sam. Oh. Messages. Eliason M. Rosemary. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I lost my ID. Don't know how it happened. I have a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone probably took it. Can you deactivate it and get me a new one? Hey, Rosemary, you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery is having trouble holding a charge, and all my spares keep disappearing. You know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, Fife probably swiped it and put it in the facilities office, like a trophy. Since your desk in the lobby isn't too far from facilities, I was hoping you might have spotted him on his way in or something. If you do, tell him Mike Liu has 3 packs of Spacer's Corona to trade for the industrial strength Firefly battery that disappeared last week. I'd appreciate it. Okay. So we know now that we need to get into the facilities office to get... Okay, at least the rooms seem to be labeled. What's this? Facilities. Cartridge. Oh. Yes. This door is barred. This computer is not usable. Huh. Is this charged defensive helmet? I guess I'll grab it and check what it does later. I guess we don't get the key card because he said deactivated, so it's probably not useful for us anyway. That was just their way to tell us our facilities office might have a battery. 8 cases. Bumblebee Pale Kale Ale. Pale Kale Ale. That's actually... Huh. Borston baked beans, woolly milk, Spacer's Choice, tarmac, and cheese. Service elevator for the adrenotime synthesizer. That's probably how we get back from downstairs. Okay, but now we can enlist Pam's help, I guess.
Hello there, employee identification number. Great work on assigned task. How can I increase your productivity today?
Engage Emergency combat protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
Replace Pam's battery.
This unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
That promotion is right around the corner, I guess. Let's try that. Keep working late and we'll serve free pep pills. Doesn't sound like corporate. Keep putting in those hours.
PAM is equipped to talk about your career goals. On average, employees managed by PAM units go from assistant to associate roles in 15 years or less. My door is always open, unless I'm recharging. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Oh god, I regret having said things like that. Where are you going? Okay, I guess Pam just runs
Can't buy
ahead.
taste.
I'm surprised this fountain still works.
It is rather... Where did you go? Oops. I think I hear something.
System alert searching for unauthorized persons.
Right, let's dance!
Neutralized. Carrying huge security action.
Come on, come out, come out!
Manual should be ordered from Spacer's Choice. Beginning security patrol. Cleanup
Time for a drink?
required.
Huh. Pam says time for a drink? Like Nyoka? Personal files, retrieving personal files. Tech support would like to remind all employees that this is not the messenger menu. Saving these files will not send a message to another Spacer's Choice employee, even if it is saved to a directory with the same name as said employee. Thank you. Automechanical repair, power siphoning. With the battery shortage, I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. Vargas and I have to divide up all the remaining batteries, and eventually even those won't hold much of a charge. At least not if you just plug the unit into the wall as designed. Turns out those Spacer's Choice batteries actually only charge at half capacity if you use them as intended. Think it's planned obsolescence. They want the batteries to wear out sooner, so folks buy more of them. Doesn't make much sense to do it at your own facilities, in my opinion, but what the fuck do I know, right? Anyway, I think I found a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take two similar units, link their power supplies, and initiate a surge from one unit to the other, it should force the battery to use its full capacity. Basically, I can double the lifespan of your batteries by having the units jumpstart each other. Not going to use it just yet though. Always a chance that someone catches wind of it and they close the loophole, so I'd better save it for an emergency. I cannot believe that they gave Pam a damn N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. There's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation, and once it's let loose it's hard to contain. Most living things seems to give it off in microscopic doses, not enough to be harmful on its own, but enough to draw larger, deadlier masses of N-rays from one living thing to another within a certain radius. Which means I need to take extra care to make sure Pam's cannon is tuned for maximum precision. If the barrel is even 1 degree out of alignment, you'd risk thousands of bits in collateral damage every time she fires it. Last week, a pair of technicians at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There were a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in. I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified, otherwise I would have received a reprimand myself on account of having worked with the terminated colleagues. They haven't been in their domiciles. They haven't been at their stations. I don't think they were fired. I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names because I don't want that on my audit record. All I know is this: the office isn't working the way it should. Dr. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. One of my colleagues disappeared 3 nights ago. She'd been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with adrenatime. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad. She was starting to make me look bad. There's something strange happening in the office, and I don't know what to make of it. Nothing's going according to plan. Clarence Mosley had a phrase he muttered now and then. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching 1. Apparently there's some fellow named Lucian Bancroft. Oh, yeah, we know about him. If he's real, Dr. Ambrose answers to him. I think he's a cipher or a codename or something. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project has to be before that coefficient hits 1, but I know bad things happen when Lucian Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. Yeah, I'll keep my head down. Jesus. So how do we get wherever? Oh, maybe here.
Get up! That had to hurt.
All right. This is kind of weird. Usually you have...
Here we go! I don't think that's working!
Alright. Oh, there was one more.
That's the last of them.
I should get into a habit of watching or listening for the whole that's the last of them and those phrases. Thank you. Norwood, Employee Exchange. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits, yet Dr. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs of his own design. No, we have not mentioned this flaw in Dr. Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Auntie Cleo. We believe that Dr. Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo are, in the opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Both Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo Company believe themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Auntie Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer's Choice company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. The office has reviewed your report of unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with the values and vision of the Spacer's Choice family. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleagues is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injuries sustained in your alleged altercations with your colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by Spacer's Choice property, including machinery or other co-workers. Your description of your colleagues' behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official record. Do not discuss, describe, or imply the contents of your report to your co-workers. Yeah, and this is how Adrena Time got released, I guess. That at some level all this stuff got redacted out and then they couldn't unrelease it. Subject. Printer broken? It's not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty damned amazing. How in the name of the grand plan did you manage to print 450 documents in a week? Those can't all be transfer requests, can they? I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. Colin, you know our policy. Even if you do have proof that Mr. Putnam has been taking your lunch, Spacer's Choice disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. You, your lunch, and Mr. Putnam all constitute Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Please note then an inability to protect your own source of nourishment will be reflected on your permanent record. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Welcome to my nightmare. I hope you're gonna like it. It's just amazing, like, how they've collected, like, the ideal combination of, you know, conventions and cover your ass and measures that will have exactly the inverse effect. Because basically you're punishing the innocent and rewarding the perpetrators, so that means even more crimes will happen. Okay. I just went back to the start, I think. But at least we can collect their money and their ammo then. Yep. Okay.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Did we use that one already? Putnam, personal files. Character form, Halcyon Hank. Backstory. Halcyon Hank is the long-lost half-brother of Halcyon Helen. At the age of 7, he saved his family from a pirate attack, but he had to leave the ship in a separate escape pod. While the rest of his family was rescued by a passing patrol, Hank's escape pod landed on Monarch, and he had to survive in the wild. Raised among raptidons, he foiled numerous schemes concocted by the cannibalistic iconoclasts who were trying to spread their listless, dependent way of life across the colony. Now he's finally made it off of Monarch and is ready to save Halcyon from... insert whoever Sally makes as the villain here. I don't know. Ask if Sally can make a supporting character that's Hank's love interest. She promised she would last time. Canceling our session. Harold, just sent management my cancellation form regarding our systems and serfdom sessions. It's been told I won't receive a refund on the leisure time I purchased for our group. I'll handle the cancellation fees too. Let's not talk about what happened with Colin at the last session. Let's not talk about Colin at all. Not to management and not to medical either. If you need something for the injury, I'll see about getting you some adrenal time. Whoops. Gone even worse. Making it even worse by saying, hey, your friend just went mad from Adrena time, and now we're giving him... I'll give you some Adrena. Mr. Liu, we already did that one, yeah. Whoops. Alright. What's this? All blocked. All blocked. Okay. Just because we didn't check, because we were running after Pam. Nanner Spank. Nanner Spank, or as Guybrush Threepwood would call it, Banang. Or was that Sam and Max? Well, both, I guess. At least in the Telltale versions.
Fancy looking staircase. On your step, boss.
Wait, no, that song's stuck in my head. The story reminds you of the movie Cube, where a randomly selected set of strangers basically wake up in a lethal escape room puzzle, which was accidentally built due to a misunderstanding and filled with test subjects because everyone just ignored the weird requirements and clicked approve. Yeah. Well, accidentally, the way I understand... Oh, Pam has already cleaned up here, apparently. The way I understood it... Oh, hello?
Don't mess with the best.
It's probably just going for some pancake mix. What did I do? I shot a hungry person. I'd pay for your burial, but I forgot where I left your body.
Wait for this.
I thought that, well, it wasn't quite accidentally, was it? It was more like basically someone got it approved accidentally. Like just the people didn't pay attention, and so someone was able to sneak it by them, right? It's been a while since I've seen this. That was the one with what's his name? David Hewlett in it? McKay from Stargate Atlantis. Okay. I think we went in a circle. Oh, but I guess that is the entrance that I didn't see. Okay. I wonder where Pam went. Pam, parum, pum, pum. Da 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 da, parum, pa, pum, pum. Da da dum dum dum, parum, pa, pum, pum. Rum, pa, pum, pum. Rum, pa, pum, pum. What? Why did it just... Ah, I was too far up. That was why it switched weapons instead of turning it on.
Is this how Adrena time gets made?
Phineas would love this.
So now... I wonder what will happen now, because we're all here for... There's lots of Adrena time in here, I guess, in big barrels, and somewhere is the journal, I guess. And I haven't seen any horrific secret inside the manufacturing thing yet.
That's gotta be Ambrose's office. We're close, Captain.
Interesting. There's a way to sneak past here. Though sneak past what? I'm not sure. A watercolor painting of a Reptidon that her daughter... Oh, I can't hack that one. Here's the terminal first. Admin functions. There are no administrative functions available. Messages. Incoming. No incoming. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations. An automated message has been sent to your supervisor notifying them of your idleness. New tasks will be dispatched to you immediately. Remember, idle time demands a fine. That's also great that, like, oh, your queue is empty. Let's notify someone. Instead of rewarding people who get their work done. It's like, oh, you get fined for running out of work, so better work. Don't work that fast. Production schedule. You think you can hide from me, little twerp? I know the serum... Okay, we've read that one. Template. Branding's hopes and wishes won't magically change. Radio. It's basically the reverse. Sent to Blakesley. Marion, cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Okay. We didn't see that sign. We knew that they sent out those letters. Personalize, yeah. Marion, I see now why you held back your reports. Strangulation, attempted disemboweling, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable. An unmitigated disaster. Seize administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucian. Surely when I show him these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. Production schedule. Robert Harrell, okay, we've seen that one. Great timing, I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. Just on art, okay, yeah, we've seen that one. So Lawrence Goodfellow, many of you will be familiar with Odeon Pictures. Yeah, we've seen that one as well. This terminal has not received a message from user Blakesley M in 2,447 days. From low 1. Dr. Ambrose. These days I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by Space's choice standards. Space's choice standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, and Space's choice sees 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. Space's choice is going to try to push us to turn those hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is habit-forming, and Space's choice is going to see an increase in demand for our never-ending supply of xenocide waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage, and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. Long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there is a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some of the dangerous side effects. That's going to take time, a lot more time than corporate realizes. Okay. That's not good. Of course.
Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary and halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
We're not gonna let this rat-fuck tell us what to do, are we, Captain?
Well, I thought about it, and I'm still gonna dropkick this coward the moment I get a chance.
Okay, so that's why this exit exists. But I guess we gotta get to Minnie, and then we're done. So that sounds good. Of course, the question is, what have we done? Is there a journal containing scientific discoveries and private thoughts of Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worthless without context, but priceless to those who know its value. Okay, nothing really that we can do with it, except examine the amazing model work. Wait, what is this one? A rather terrible watercolor painting of a teacup canid. The back is signed by Minnie Ambrose. Yeah. Aww. It's not that bad. Apparently it was called Francis. Yeah, and that's the exit as expected. I don't know what happened with Pam. Do 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 do. Alright, can we fast travel? Probably not. While these folks are close. Can we at least quick save? Yes.
Nailed him, Captain! Try something stronger! Keeping you!
Whoops.
No good, boss. Try another weapon.
Keep saying try another weapon.
That's the last of him.
But that one is the best one that works. Or the one that works best. What am I supposed to do here? But I guess this is where they make the Adrena time. Okay, so let's get back to the ship. Dun, dun. So, I wonder if we're done now. I thought like it seemed very close to the ending, so I didn't stop an hour ago.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life, and you're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it. Ah! Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
Is something leaking, or does it always smell like this? Not that I'm complaining, I'm just curious.
Is something leaking? Good
We are
question.
receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there?
This was never about the journal, was it? I think it's time you tell me the truth.
Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain! Captain!
Okay. Either we are being...
Hello again, little weasel. I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all.
Okay, so it was her. It was Olivia. Okay, that makes sense then. They look so similar that for a moment I went, Ambrose, yeah, okay, it's still her. Why did she suddenly change perspective? Is she like split personality? And then I realized, no, this is Olivia, not Minnie. So you're the one who put the Gorgon facility on lockdown.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire her, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother, you're alive! And still on Gorgon? This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project, you empty-headed little twit?
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
I wish I had enough perception and intelligence. You're damn right it can't. Adrena time created marauders.
Adrena time didn't create marauders. Mismanagement did. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrena time. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
Go on.
The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
Yes, let's make more of a drug that turns people into deranged killers. Great plan.
Adrena time was a lie. Our drug will fulfill its broken promise for workers and employers across the colony. Mother wasn't equal to the task. Thankfully for us both, I'm not my mother.
After everything I've seen, absolutely not.
What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrena time synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense.
And who's going to provide it?
Who else? Spacer's choice. After I showed them the error of their ways, the corporation couldn't wait to restart the project. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrena time. We can put this colony back on track together.
Let's ask Olivia. What's your story?
Finally, a sensible question. I am the head of Project Gorgon, its grand mastermind. I created Adrena time because I believed, arrogantly, foolishly, that I could uplift the common man through chemistry. I failed. Now, my daughter wants to take up my mantle.
Yeah, you can say to both, you lied to me, you idiotic sociopath. Why would I help you now? Do you think she can?
Don't be absurd. Minnie is a bright enough girl, but she's weak, flighty. She'd abandon the project at the first minor setback. My work has already destroyed countless lives. We can't let her do so again out of pride and sentiment.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town.
You can't put your reputation ahead of the colony's safety. be better than this.
My reputation is a weapon, one that I can wield against those who squandered their one chance to save the colony. Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrena time is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Drugs are the best you can do?
It's a bandage, not a cure. Halcyon is wounded, and I will do everything in my power to stop the bleeding.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
I like that they have really good arguments in a way, you know? You kind of get the impression that, yeah, maybe she, you know, like, she was smart. Her mother said so in her own reports. You know, said that she was probably good at chemistry, but that, you know, she didn't want her to end up on Gorgon and be poisoned. And, so you kind of, you can almost believe that maybe, you know, Wilhelmina would be smart enough to get a working formula. And you could also think that, you know, we can't fix the board and the corporations and the laws immediately. So just making the people being abused by the corporations, you know, survive the next years instead of being worked to death might, you know, might be the stopgap measure we need to, you know, like, get an upswing in the colonies. So you could almost think, you know, like, maybe you could side with the corporations here. And with Minnie. On the other hand, I'm kind of, like, personally, you know, this playthrough has all been about not being for the corporations. So, I like that I'm actually tempted to say, well, maybe we should let her try. But on the other hand, you know, it's still... And, you know, she says, oh yeah, I could, you know, like, all of these deaths might not have happened with me. Can I just go back to being a freelancer, one that doesn't care? That's a good reply option. Why didn't you give Minnie a chance? Let's say that first. Maybe that opens up some new venues. Why didn't you give Minnie a chance?
Minnie doesn't have the mind or the backbone to do the truly difficult work of genius. She is an empty-headed social climber. Nothing more.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
Maybe I should just kill both of you and be done with this. This is, like, none of the choices are really something I'd be happy with. You want to save the colony from its drug problem with more drugs?
Social engineering takes generations, and we don't have the luxury of time. We need to mainline progress into Halcyon's bloodstream. You've seen more of this colony than the average grunt. You know as well as I do that this is a question of survival.
She has, she has really good arguments. Like, in this completely screwed up worlds, you know, like, that might actually be the solution. Can't you just two sort out your differences and work together?
We already had our chance. Mother chose to bury the project and drag our family down with it. I won't allow her to make that mistake twice.
In rehabilitating Adrena Time, she would poison Halcyon. No, we are well past the point of compromise. The facility must be destroyed.
I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrena Time is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
What would you have me do instead, Olivia?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrena Time for good.
Minnie would never allow that.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
Wink and make a finger gun at the screen. Get ready to be surprised. Yeah, let's go with that. Restore power, so we have the choice between one of the two at this point. Hey, you know what? Let's do a hard save. Alright. And I guess now we try to sneak in into Ambrose Manor.
Ambrose Manor.
So now we definitely need Sam. And let's go with Nyoka. I think those are like my combat heavies. Because we'll definitely be fighting automechanicals here. And then we have to find a way. Skill and perk points available. I forgot about that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jig is up, Cap. I'd wager we're in for a fight.
Wait, repair all equipped. It's interesting that the lights, I don't remember them being this red last time. can be sneaky here. Because we know that if we go through the kitchen, we can get into Mother's room. I think we did it. I mean, someone spotted us there, but I don't think he's following us. Whoops. We can't bar the door again. Oh. We still can't crack that safe. Along that wilderness of glass, no swellings tell that winds may be. Upon some far-off happier sea, no heavings hint that winds have been. On seas let's hideously serene. Unlock elevator. Where is the elevator? NDA protocol, 18 meters. Oh, I love this music. Do, 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 do. Somewhere outdoors. Oh. Did I get out of the way fast enough? Okay, can't get out here. Hack. Oh, I could activate dinner time protocol if I had enough hacking, I guess.
Unexpected. Beginning security patrol. Processing.
Oops.
Dirt alert!
Oh, no.
Dirt alert!
Can we... is that the right way? No. Where is this NDA?
Wrong tool for the job.
Not getting through. Find its weakness, Cap. That's the last of them.
Oh, here. Okay, I missed that. Nice. 2 beds.
Search concluded. No dissidents found.
All right. Ooh, this was nice. I thought there would be something, but from that angle I just didn't see that that door had opened. So I thought maybe I had to
Someone
go
really
around
didn't
that.
want this place found.
Oh no. There are more.
Contaminant detected.
There are actually more test subjects in the manor. We've been basically sitting on top of them. What's upstairs? Okay, it's just a hiding spot. Oh. Well, just a hiding spot with some loot. And this, what's in here? Huh. The music makes it much more epic than just me running around here and looting. Alright. Turret controls. Current turret behavior is intruder elimination. Would you like to set a new turret behavior? Activate cleanup protocol. Deactivate motion sensors is the best I can do. Security logs. Test subject enclosures have been opened as part of emergency contingency. Please refer to your emergency contingency manual to determine what level of panic you should be feeling at this moment. Previous security breach logs have been purged from memory per emergency contingency protocol. That's not a good contingency protocol. Alert turret cleaning and maintenance is currently invalid. Days overdue. Please contact Space's Choice security technician if this message persists. Blah blah. Okay, at least we should only have to deal with... Yeah, we shouldn't have to deal... Rotational ordnance turret drone.
Down they go! The last of them.
Okay, we've shot some Adrena people here. Wait, let's go down and loot them. Who knows how long we'll be able to do that. Ooh, and what's this? Is someone trying to get in there? Oh. There are more test subjects in there. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so Mother was definitely not an ethical person either.
Toxin neutralized.
I'm actually surprised how few mechanicals we're encountering here. But I guess that might be the difficulty setting.
Here they come!
Oh.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled. Yes, you have, Sam. Yes, you have. do, do, do. Oh, wait.
Unexpected noise.
Caution! Infestation encroaching!
Serialized law and... what was it? Law and ordinance? Huh, okay. What's this? Some nice items we could get here if we had more hacking skill, I guess. Okay.
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice. There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrena time without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But I won't let anything stand in the way of progress.
What if you and your mother joined forces to cure the Marauders?
You surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrena time, the Marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
Yeah, fight horrific science with horrific science. That's always worked out in the past.
The days of the old Adrena time are numbered, and Marauders are bound for extinction.
If the Marauders don't get a fix, they'll just rampage across the colony.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess? Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrena time, then our family, and now my ambition.
Why not give her a chance? She's been involved with Adrena time from the start.
She never gave me a chance, forbade it. I see no reason why she deserves a second one.
She sure as hell doesn't. But you can still give her one. That choice is on you now.
Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
Olivia kept you away from Gorgon because she knew Adrena time was dangerous. We've seen that on her terminal, yes.
And how would you know a thing like that?
I read her terminal. She was trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? A promising career? My own hopes and dreams? If Mother had let me get involved, Gorgon might have been a success. But she never believed in me. Not once.
Your painting was in her office. She believed in your talents. She still does.
She kept my painting? After all these years? Why?
She watched you grow as an artist, not as a chemist or entrepreneur? Guessing she wanted to understand that side of you better? Which one? Maybe that. She watched you grow as an artist, not as a chemist or an entrepreneur.
She never mentioned it. Not once.
Gorgon tore you two apart. Now Gorgon should bring you back together.
Perhaps you're right. I was so eager to make Adrena time my legacy, to give it a second chance. But maybe it's my family that deserves a second chance. God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you see Mother, tell her I'm willing to work something out. She can even come over for tea. Or something stronger. I'm sure you won't mind if I remain here. Just to guarantee that you keep your side of the bargain.
You're awfully paranoid. But that's what I like about you.
If you're trying to charm me, this is neither the time nor the place. It's funny, Captain. I hired you to break the family curse. And it would appear you've succeeded. Just not the way I intended.
I'm kind of like, not going in there now. Gives her the chance to do something. But on the other hand, I want a happy end, so I'll speak with Olivia. Be seeing you.
Good luck with Mother. I suppose you'll need it.
Okay. So I guess... What, if we go here... That's the NDA protocol, so she'll get angry at us if we do that now. Wait, let's go back here. Save. Olivia Ambrose, 30 meters. Why is she so close? Is that the level end or what? No, okay. It's just a weird misplacement. It's always a bit difficult in games like this. Because on one hand, they can't guarantee that whatever a character tells me will convince me enough. Because you only, everything is kind of, time intervals are shortened, so where you would usually, spend some time to get to know someone and things like that. In games, you always have to decide from 1 second to the next. So, they have to be very explicit about the things you're supposed to take away from an interaction. That, while you as the player might not trust Minnie and might see it as, this is a bit stupid to not turn this off. And give her the chance to, lock you out, get more bots, get Spacer's Choice. So, since that's something that might be in the back.
Stars. Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
Is that Ambrose Manor up there? I guess that's the back of the manor. Where... So that's probably where Minnie looked out the window. Alright, where is Olivia? Ah, wrong turn. I hope I can fast travel. And anyway, so they have to be a bit more explicit about, the things that your character takes away from this and how...
I keep my promises, Captain. Do you know the funny thing about mercenaries? What was that? Something going on over
Here they come! Get past that armor!
Okay, so she thinks we're tricking her, which, of course, we aren't.
They won't try that again.
Oh. I didn't notice how far down my health was.
Something going on over there?
Here we go! Don't mess with us.
Anyway. So what we know now is that, can we get to you? How do we get to her now? So basically, here, this way.
Sure we can't take a detour so I can fix that elevator?
You're addicted, Parvati. Addicted to repairing everything around you. Okay. Wait, that was a bit of a mistake. I hope the quick saves don't replace each other. Oh. Sell some junk to get our over-encumberdness down a little. What's this? You're not sure what you did to get sent here, but I'm so sorry. The good news is that everyone here is in the same ship, so don't feel too ashamed. And hey, it could be worse. It looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Lots of new arrivals didn't even get a functioning terminal, and if they do, it gets modified to hibernate at regular intervals to save power. You'll quickly find that we're last in line for everything down here, but don't worry. If we stick together and look out for each other, I'm sure we can turn this department around in no time. Know where the toilet is? Ate too many fish sticks. Alright. We're saving Halcyon now.
Okay.
Where do we need to go? Let's see. Down there, I guess. So straight ahead and left. Not sure if he sees me. No, he doesn't. Good.
Huh? What was that?
Uh-oh. Quick, quick, quick.
I'd rather crawl through another HIA than work in a place like this.
Alright. Now we need to go over there. Oh, more freebooters. I guess this is where our quiet...
Down they go! We're not getting through!
Whoa.
We're not getting through!
I am. I think.
Everyone all right?
Hi. These laser weapons are really nice because they do damage, but they make it so harder to loot afterwards. So much harder, I mean. So harder. Anyway, here we are.
What the? Something going on over there?
Bullseye! Nice one!
I'll take this one.
Alright. Gotcha. Reject. We don't want any of these.
Processing data.
Oh,
Here we
sorry.
go! Yeah! Don't mess with us.
I should probably heal again. And now we switch to a different weapon. That looks. Ooh.
What was it? What was
Their
that?
mistake.
Oh, I should heal, yes. That whole careful you're hurt shout out is really useful. And it makes sense that these would be freebooters again, because that's the ones she hired the first time, of course. Alright, did you have something? No, champion tossball blocker, we don't really need that. Maybe eat something for a second. And why didn't I use my perk points yet? Let's see. Steady hand. Your weapon sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced to 0 for a short time. Headshot kills explode. Again, we don't want that because it means we would never do stealth again.
Maybe we can make her see reason. Convince her to change.
Alright, I think... Okay, that sounds good. And Parvati... Less damage from auto mechanicals, that's good.
Change. People can change, right?
I've been ready for this since she messed with us at the OCI.
We're just trying to talk to her. Of course that makes sense, that either you can go in on one side, fight there, and then go, hey, this is it, that's the easy way, or you have to fight past both of them, but then you might get them on the same page.
Whoa. Look at the size of this thing. Like some kind of slumbering beast.
That doesn't look good.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel. You are relentless. I did everything in my power to stop you, yet here you stand before me, offensively alive. Just so we're clear, If you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
Whoa, hold on. Oh, shove her into the reactor? Or draw your weapon? Jesus, that's... I mean, that's a choice, you know, I would want to try out, just to see how they implemented it. I mean, I did just save, didn't I? Let's just try what happens, okay? And then we'll reload and go back. But I want to see what happens in the shove here into the reactor case. Whoa. Okay. Let's go back.
Think she's in there? I'm ready to end this.
Interesting, we got a different random voice line.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel. You are relentless. I did everything in my power to stop you, yet here you stand before me, offensively alive. Just so we're clear, if you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
Why are you saying rude? I didn't do anything. See? You must have dreamed something. Whoa, hold on, I'm here to make peace.
You think that will fool me? I'll die before I let you have this place.
Minnie wants to work with you on a cure for the Marauders.
That's preposterous. Not too long ago, she wanted me dead. How do I know this isn't a trick to get me out of the way?
I could do why trick you when it would be easier for me to kill you? What do you have to lose by hearing me out? You don't, you just have to trust me. I think that kind of has logic, right? Why trick you when it would be easier to me to kill you?
A frightening but reasonable point. Unless your goal was not just to kill me, but to bully me first. Your intentions are beside the point. I've been working on a cure for 5 years, and I've made no progress at all. If she believes teamwork is all I've been missing, she's more soft-headed than I thought.
She said you were invited for tea?
She... what? That was our secret phrase. Did she tell you?
No.
Clever girl. When I'd been on Gorgon too long, that's what she'd write at the end of her messages. It meant she missed me. That she wanted me to come home.
So you work with Minnie?
I'll try. It's no guarantee of success. And like as not, we'll develop nothing useful at all. But it will be better than working alone. Thank you, Captain. In the end, you were not at all what I expected.
Yes! Alright, so how do we go and speak to both of them? 2 meters? Oh wait, I think... Oh, I can turn it around in the middle. That's cool. That's such a useful feature for if you get lost or, you know, take the wrong elevator, like I did. I wonder if you can do this the other way around. If you go to Olivia, fight your way through, and then talk to her. If you can convince her. Nice. Oh, this is the spot. Yeah, this is the spot. Remember, we took break between episodes here, where I, you know, turned on the idle camera, and you could see the people down there who still want us to do something for them. I just realized. But you know, we could never get into this place. Alright. I should probably... Okay, let's go to the Gorgon landing pad and then do a save. So that just in case Gorgon closes when we're done, we can go back and do those side quests. I'm not sure what I'm more eager to do. If I'm more eager...
We've arrived at Ambrose Manor.
If I'm more eager to get started with a second DLC, or if I wanted to do the side quests on stream. I guess we'll have to bring Felix along. But okay, I like this so far. It's, you know, like that she gets mercenaries, that we get misunderstood. That's a little, you know, it's like cliche, classic superhero. You know, two superheroes meet, they fight, they realize they misunderstood each other, they team up against the real villain. It's also a cool idea. They were able to add a completely new character head model. For Minnie. And then, you know, just use some different clothes and an older skin texture or something. But, you know, you can kind of add to your engine that way. We can have more people. You know, different looking people in future DLCs and things like that that are based on the Mini look, not just other characters' look. Oh my god, it's a trope? Yes. There's lots of tropes. Okay, so I guess we can talk to you.
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible.
I'm so tempted to say this, but you know, it's not very polite. But you let it go on. Let's do it. But you let it go on.
I thought if I could just show good results, I could protect them all. But not even significant improvements moved Lawrence and his ghouls in OCI. I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrenatime.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
It's realistic, you know, that these people think in these corporate terms. But like, it's still so scarily inhuman, even from, you know, these are basically the good guys now. These are people we convinced to do the right thing. But like, her first thought is logistical nightmare. Not like dead people. That's something that most people in this galaxy don't think about. People are just resources. It's so... I wanna like you, but I can't. I need to take a shower later. Jesus. What do you think of her now?
Mother is less than perfect, but more than a monster. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose. We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
How do you plan on... It's both, but... No, I think if they, you know, if they don't click personally, I don't think they'll manage to do the job, you know? How do you plan on mending relations from here?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
You two have grown a lot in a short time. Let's be
Part of me will always
judgmental
miss
and
the
holier
cold,
than thou.
vindictive Minnie Ambrose. Life was so much simpler when I felt cheated by it.
I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie. But I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
Test, measure, revise. Nothing gets done right the first time. I wish I had the science. You're only here because you believe it's possible. Hold on to that feeling, I think.
I've found that feelings are fleeting, Captain. I believe in the work, and I believe in my daughter. That will be enough for me.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal. For getting us talking in the same room together. And for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon. Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a Marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way. But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try.
Aww. That was good. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. No inappropriate attempts at dating.
It's finally over. I'm free.
Mother and I have a long road ahead of us. But progress is progress.
Alright, and that Brave New World is actually the end mission, which we already did. So let's just see. Dialogue between dead men. That's the superhero electric fling. So there are more phonographs that we're supposed to find. I guess let's rendezvous at Llama. So, alright. I guess we've technically finished this DLC. So, that's the end of this stream. With an extra stream. This was an extra 2 hours, actually. So I could have actually just stopped at the right time and then done it next time. But I guess next time we'll be mopping up some side quests, and depending on how impatient I am or how short the side quests are, we might be going later and starting the next DLC, which is Murder on Eridanos. So, I hope you'll be joining me again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I can actually use this button here. So yeah, next time, Sunday, 5 p.m. Central European Summertime, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. You can calculate all of those times for your own time zone from those, I hope, or just look below this stream, click the schedule category and view it there. Have a great week. Dream of Halcyon and enjoy how much better you have it. And see you next week back in space. Good night.